All right, Virgo, how is it going? Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to your week, February the 6th all the way to the 12th. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. You can become a member here at the channel, help support the channel grow. All your donations are so greatly welcome. They keep the channel running. All details of where you can do that are in the description box. Let's take a really deep breath in together. Let it all go, Virgo. This week, the lessons from this full moon have been very much to inspire you to open up your heart space and see where it is that some suppressed emotions that needed to be acknowledged are now, with the power of your strength and will, being brought to the surface. What's beneath all of the things that have been going on with you, the Strength card. Don't you just love these synchronicities? So for Monday's energy, that is the Strength card. The moon is still in Leo on Monday. It heads over, I think, later in the evening. And so what is it, right, that is there's an element of having to own your truth here, as opposed to like automatic patterns on Monday. You might really have to take some heartfelt actions as opposed to automatic responses. You might really need to, instead of suppressing those emotions or looking at where it is that you may have repressed or suppressed emotions, and seeing how it is that you can actively express them. There is a need to perhaps make a plan. There is a need to see where it is that you need to overcome. On Tuesday, the energy is the High Priestess. So very much the energy of this full moon is going to be lingering the earlier part of this week. Virgo, if you are quick to acknowledge how you right now, by doing the healing work, by really going into what needs overcoming, by really getting under what's going on beneath the surface. Like, okay, so we all have our thoughts, we all have our triggers, we all have our demons, but we all have to transmute this by active effort, which is elevating consciousness. Okay, that's the whole point and purpose of all of this. It's our consciousness. The High Priestess and the Strength card is asking you to awaken your consciousness to where it is that you have mastered certain lessons, and where it is now that you can take that knowledge and create a limitlessness about you, where it is that you might really need to go back inside to revisit the drawing board, to see what it is that you can now improve or upgrade. And so on Monday and Tuesday, use the energies of just sheer determination, sheer strength of character and willpower, and really begin to realign and reawaken and redevelop that part of you that is so incredibly strong for having survived everything that has been thrown at you, and all of the lessons that you can learn from, I would say, from this time last year to now, all of those lessons, and how you can use Aquarius season to return exactly back to yourself, your true, authentic, original version that hasn't been tainted or jaded, but if anything is now clearer on what the blueprint is for the rest of your life and the rest of this year. And I keep talking about the blueprint because Aquarius season and this full moon in Leo is actually the perfect time for setting these seeds, for laying out the floor plans, for deciding what it is and how it is that you want to spend the rest of your year. The perks of this is the energy is really supportive of you. Wow. For Wednesday's energy, that is the Ten of Pentacles. This Ten of Pentacles has been really prominent in a lot of your readings recently. So on Wednesday, Mercury and Virgo, this is very much a Virgo aspiration. This card is depicting of what the Virgo hopes, dreams and ambitions are all about. Longevity, industry, security, stability, like the legacy of long-lasting relationships, you know, the trust, the working together, the prosperity that shows for it. You know what, Virgo, I have a feeling that there is some sort of not only windfall, but an opportunity for you to make a real impression on the rest of your life by really getting, I think, to the crux of what it is that you truly want, the Fool card. And for a lot of you on Thursday, that's a brand new beginning. Virgo, you're expanding your consciousness to all of the things that are now available to you once you get on the right side of you. It's about your consciousness. It's about you overcoming the limitations. It's about you stepping into what you already know. It's about you igniting the abundance and the prosperity and the trustworthy relationships and the legacy, the stability, the industry, and taking such a faith, a leap of faith in yourself by expanding your consciousness and finding all of the missing pieces within yourself, Virgo. Right now, you have a call to take a risk, and for all of you, you will know what this is in your life, to take a risk on something that is going to work out so beautifully for you. For Friday's energy, where Vesta enters Aries and Venus in Pisces is sextiling Uranus in Taurus, the Nine of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Look, burn away the past. Really burn away from all of the things that you needed to let go of. Be quite bold. Be very Queen of Wands energy. She is a creator. She is a sensitive. Do you know what I mean? She's an intuitive. She works with elements. You've got to look at the thoughts that ruminate and take space in your mind, and how productive are they in contributing towards your magnetic self, because right now you've got to wear a magnetic charm about you. Vesta going into Aries is asking you to explore your passions and get really devoted about all of the things that give you access to walk into a shiny, bright new future. And if that means surrendering things that you know have been things that have held you back to the past, come into your own right now, Virgo. This is an opportunity for you to step into your power. It really is an opportunity for you to right a lot of wrongs for yourself. And in some instances, that might even mean Saturday's energy is the Temperance card and the Seven of Wands. You having to alchemize a period of knowing that there were a lot of people, energies that weren't necessarily helping you get to where you needed to go, but were actively acting like hindrances. You have to alchemize the situation by transmuting your consciousness into what you have learned about you, drawing in this kind of experience into your consciousness, into your life. You've got to see what it is that is in you or missing in you, or what you know about yourself that is drawing in certain conflict, and how it is that you now have to transmute that by sheer consciousness. Okay, at the end of the day, this is your movie, and if there has been conflict that has, I think, arisen from Nine of Swords, which is very much like self-fulfilling prophecy, you've got to be very cautious about the things that you're telling yourself and thinking about right now. There isn't a level of mastery with this Temperance. Okay, not only is it saying to you, you've got to be courageous right now, and you've got to be super educated about every move that you're making, because your legacy is what's going on here. be calculative, but take the risks. Your confidence and your charisma and your can-do attitude right now helps you transmute any resistance that you've been facing, either that be from yourself or either that be from anyone else. For Sunday, we end the week with Mercury entering Aquarius, and that's the Ten of Cups. And this is the card of a bright future for me. Do you know what I mean? I love the Ten of Cups because it's the ultimate contentment. I think that this is one of those times, Virgo. Be assertive. Be a problem solver. You know, with Mercury in Capricorn conjuncting Pluto in Capricorn on Friday, you get an opportunity to really see a way to build a bridge from a problem to a solution, all entirely on your own, by way of expanding your consciousness. You flip this whole week. Please salute yourself for the hard work you've done. Please validate yourself for what you know. Remind yourself on the lucrative path that you're on. Know and trust your subconscious and yourself enough to take the risks when you're prompted to. Please get your confidence back and look at those things that have been holding you back and say a final farewell to them, because after this reading, they no longer exist. They no longer are any, they no longer bear any meaning in your life. You have to surrender some of the load, some of these 9 swords, right? Some of those thoughts. It has to be put behind you at some point. You can overcome a lot of trial and tribulation by expanding your consciousness with this temperance energy, and moderation is key. And you being the alchemist and you actually knowing exactly how you're going to go about and create whatever this Ten of Cups means to you in your own way means that you are in the right direction, Virgo. Book a reading, rubyreadstarot.com. Leave me a comment and let me know how you guys are doing. Thank you guys so much for your love and support. I do love you so much. We've got some fantastic things coming about in 2023. And say amen to that if you agree with me. Mwah. I love you guys. Bye.